And welcome back to Sports Weekly on IEMG. In this segment, we're talking about quarterback Jayden Daniels, the most prolific passer in CIF Southern Section history, and he rewrote the record book at Cajon High School. Now Jayden Daniels, the pride of Cajon, the former Cowboy star, he is at LSU, that is Louisiana State University, and he recently made headlines when he transferred to LSU from Arizona State. Now let's go down to Baton Rouge, and there's Jayden Daniels in spring ball already with the LSU Tigers and their new head coach, Brian Kelly. Jayden Daniels speaking to the media for the first time, talking about his decision on transferring to LSU and what he thinks it'll take to become the starting quarterback for the Tigers this upcoming season down there in the SEC. Here is former Cajon Cowboy star Jayden Daniels talking about joining LSU.
My decision in the transfer portal, it was probably the best move for me and my future career, or the goals I want to accomplish. So, those conversations with Coach Kelly and them, I showed interest in them, they showed interest back, talked on the phone, just had the opportunity to come play at the highest level, help a powerhouse win another national championship so I could showcase my skills. That's probably the most intriguing thing for me. Coach Kelly is the winningest coach in Notre Dame history, so, he knows how to win. He knows how to get his team where he needs it to be, so I wanted to be a part of it. I always enjoyed my time at Arizona State, love Coach Herm and those guys over there. But just for my career, my future, I decided to go somewhere else, so I can reach in the untapped potential. They did a great job over there at ASU, but just coming here, coming to LSU, I get to showcase my talents on the national stage now. So a lot of people, back home, a lot of people don't really get to see our games. So coming here and compete at the highest level with all these weapons here, all these resources, is very intriguing for me to come. At the end of the day, they're going to play the best quarterback. If it's me, if it's Miles, Nuss, and whoever, they're going to play the best quarterback who they best fit. They best think that fits their offense scheme. But, just a conversation, come here, we want to have explosive offense. We want to be one of the top scoring offenses in the country. In order to do that in the SEC, you got to have good quarterback play. So at the end of the day, it's not really about me, but at the end of the day, just going to play the best quarterback who fits the offensive scheme. I feel like I did good so far, coming in, learning the playbook right on the fly. In the quarterback room, we bouncing everything off of each other. It's a healthy competition. I ask Miles questions, Miles asks me questions. We bounce the stuff off of each other. Just building that relationship. Coach Joe done a great job of creating an environment where it's not you're envying the next guy. The relationships last a long time. So, come here and be able to just build with those guys and then embrace me, and I could embrace them right back. It was probably a big thing for me. Coach Kelly is very transparent. It's kind of like going back to when I was getting recruited out of high school. Arizona State, Coach Herm and them had two other freshman quarterbacks coming in the same class as me. And at the end of the day, they said, you have an opportunity to come in and play. If you do the things, the best player is going to play. So at the end of the day, Coach Kelly said the same thing. Best player is going to play. It's not anything where we're on the phone. He's guaranteeing me, talking about you're going to start anything. He's been very transparent. Walker, Miles came back. Nussmeier's a good player. At the end of the day, I didn't want anything handed to me, and I felt like it was the best. Obviously, goal is for not just me, but any other quarterback, is to start. I'm not going to say that's not what my goal is. I'm just going to attack each and every day, each and every opportunity, the best I can, put my best foot forward. And if it's not me, then, I do have another year. But it is me, I'm going to put myself in the best position to help this team win, accomplish the goal as a national championship.
Best of luck to Jayden Daniels this upcoming season with LSU. Now, another local guy, he's a San Bernardino native, Kylie Fitts. He played his high school football at Redlands East Valley. drafted by the Chicago Bears, then played a couple seasons with the Arizona Cardinals in the NFL. But Kylie Fitts recently making a big announcement, made national headlines that he was retiring from the NFL at the age of 27 after a number of concussions. But Kylie Fitts says football brought so much to his life. He's going to miss it, but this was the right decision for him, his wife, and his family. Here is more with Kylie Fitts.
Honestly, it's been just like college, a lot of ups and downs. Like you said, it was my dream to play in the NFL, and getting drafted by Chicago was such an awesome feeling. And joining that team and just being around, superstars like Khalil Mack and being able to learn from him was just a awesome experience. And then coming here to Arizona and learning from stars like Chandler Jones and guys like that, and JJ Watt. And so that's been kind of like the surreal moments where I'm like, wow, I'm really here playing with a lot of these greats. But then there's a lot of challenges as well. Just with injuries. Like I've had injuries in college, and it kind of lingered on to the NFL. And like my rookie year, I had a fractured hand and a couple ankle sprains, and then came here to the Cardinals and played a couple years, then broke my other hand, and now concussions and stuff. So it's been a battle. It's been tough. Like I said, a lot of ups and downs, but I'm definitely blessed with the career that I was able to live out. So I've had about 5 concussions diagnosed, and my most recent one was back in October against Cleveland, and that was the scariest one, where lights went off and I had to been rushed, taken in the ambulance to the hospital, and almost felt like I was on the verge of going brain dead. And that was a really scary moment for me. And after that, I had to take a step back and realize, like, do I still want to keep doing this and maybe make it even worse? And with twins on the way, I knew I wanted to be here for them down the road when I'm 40, 50 years old, and still be present. And you just see a lot of these scary stories of former football players with their CTE and yeah, a lot of scary stories with that. And so I felt like it was just in my best interest to just take a step away and kind of retire from the game and focus on better things. My career in the NFL has always been just waiting for my opportunity, and I always got to play every game, but never got a full opportunity to keep playing. And so that was my first real opportunity to play. And like I said, did good, and that gave me the confidence to move on to the rest of the year. And I ended up playing really good to finish out that year. And then the next year, kept playing, but had a couple of injuries, and then the concussion that ultimately shut me down. So that's going to be the toughest thing is I felt like I had so much more potential to give to the NFL, and it's something I kind of got to live with now retiring. That, like, I felt like I could have given a lot more to the NFL, but ultimately I had to do what's best for my health and for my family's health, and so yeah, I had to make that decision.
Well, Kylie, I know Coach Bruick crossed over to the dark side, and he's over at Citrus Valley now. But do you stay in touch with Coach Kurt Bruick?
Yeah. I actually just talked to him 2 days ago. I'm planning on coming out there to the IE and talking to the players there at Citrus Valley and getting ready for this next season. And I still stay in touch with him. Coach Tessitore, my D-line coach that was at Rev, now at Citrus as well. Talk with him pretty often. Those great coaches that I'm always grateful for, and we'll always have that lifelong relationship.
And a big thanks to Kylie Fitts for that interview. That's going to do it for this edition of Sports Weekly on IEMG. And make sure you subscribe to the IE Media Group YouTube channel. My name is Pep Fernandez, and we will see you next time.